Howdy, howdy, neighbors. This is DJ Davenport, welcoming you and yours to Access to Bluegrass, a bluegrass show brought to you every week at this time by this station. And here is a fine bluegrass band playing their little hearts out for you. And with no further ado, here they are. And howdy, howdy, folks. Welcome to another edition of Access to Bluegrass. DJ Davenport welcoming you. Yeah, okay. Don't forget our sponsors, the Roma Cafe, and they have some very good food up there, and we're going to participate as soon as we get through here, I hope. And Caledine Music place, a fine place to get musical instruments and all accessories. And with no further ado, Gene Duty.
Here's the first song that I ever wrote down on a piece of paper, one called Rock Bottom. Me and an old boy by the name of Jim Maynard was working on it, and it sort of sounds like this. bottom when I fell in love with you. Rock bottom, rock bottom. Hit rock bottom when I fell in love with you. I hit rock bottom when I fell in love with you. Going back once again to the 60s, here's another one of the songs that I wrote and never tried to work it out. One called I Got Over. And I met these boys here and they showed me how to do it. I sold the house we used to live in to get over memory, and I sold the car we used to ride in, but I can't sell the heartaches you left me. I've got over all my heartaches. I've got over my misery. I've got over all the hard times, all except the ones you left with me. I've forgotten all the good times that I had some time ago. I can't recall anything that's sad now since I've lost the one that I love so. I've got over all my heartaches. I've got over my misery. I've got over all the hard times, all except the ones you left with me. I moved away to a new city and tried to start my life anew. I moved from one place to another, but I can't lose the heartaches you left me. I've got over left with me. All except the one you left with me. G. We was playing music up at Virgil's, and our friend Jack Coffey was sitting there, and Jack has a breathing problem, and he has to have his oxygen bottle. And he was sitting there, and his wife came in very still and quiet, went over and knelt down by the side of Jack and checked his oxygen bottle and made sure everything was all right, and walked out real peaceful. And that really impressed me, to see people like that with all of the hardships they got. They've learned to make life worth living, and I wrote this song about it. It was easy to see time has taken its toll. His health like mine, not what it was back then. It's hard to find a blessing in pain and suffering. Oftentimes one comes in the strangest of ways. When we least expect to see God's love in action, a quiet revelation drives all the doubts away. She checked his oxygen bottle. They whispered to each other, through the hardships, contentment has been found. Oh, it's hard to find a blessing in pain and suffering. Oftentimes one comes in the strangest of ways. When you least expect to see God's love in action, a quiet revelation drives all the doubts away. When most of our efforts are taken to side. I saw a lady stand so tall while kneeling by her husband, worth more to God than all the world's worth. Oh, it's hard to find a blessing in pain and suffering. Oftentimes one comes in the strangest of ways. When we least expect to see God's love in action, a quiet revelation drives all the doubts away. I could have written about the coffee and the man in trouble, and we all know they've had their share. But God showed me through the lady whose name I don't know, that his love is greater than all the pain we bear. Oh, it's hard to find a blessing in pain and suffering. Oftentimes one comes in the strangest of ways. When we least expect to see God's love in action, a quiet revelation drives all the doubts away. A quiet revelation drives all the doubts away. B. Here's a song that I wrote a few years ago, and Virgil and the boys here did an album, and they put the song on the album. They didn't stop there. They even named the album after the song called Going Fishing with Dad. I did a lot of hard searching to find the words to this song, going back in my mind, going back to when I was a very small boy and picking it all up again and looking at a lot of things that happened there in real close details. In each of our lives, there's a memory that stands out from the rest. That's some special happening that each of us consider the best. To me, when I look back to the best of the memories I've had, it's the 4th of July, and I'm going fishing today. Get the cornhole, get the oats cradled and tied, sucker the tobacco and get all the work all laid by. Dig some fishing work, get the fish bowls and all of our gear. Going fishing with Daddy, that's all anyone can hear. Mama baked a pound of cornbread on her wood-burning stove. She wrapped it in towels and put it in a bag she'd wove. Get a jar of peaches and fat back from Dad's old smokehouse. Going fishing with Daddy, that's what the commotion's all about. My dad was a hard man and he softened when fishing time grew near. It seemed we were the closest than any other time of the year. I've cherished many memories and so many good ones I've had. But the fondest memory of my youth is when I went fishing with Dad. Dad had a dream of fishing North Stem in East Tennessee, but we never made it. I guess that it was never meant to be. I stopped in Oris last year, still smell the cornbread in the sand. Thinking of fishing with my daddy, although memories came back. Oh no, I can't go back, but there's time that I wish that I could go back to another time and relive the best of the good. I took a stroll through yesterday to see the best that I can find. But today when I fish with Daddy, it will only be in my mind. Today we'll do it all again, even if it's only in my mind. Are you ready? An A chord. Here's the first song that Carter and Ralph recorded of mine back in 1965, I believe it was, one called Are You Ready? Here's a song that I wrote way back there, one called There's Two Sides to a Story. I guess I was mad at some girlfriend I had back in them days, and I had to tell her something. Hey, you done a lot of talking on the other side of the town, telling everybody how put you down. These tales I hear don't suit me, they're only partly true. Why you told on me and I'm gonna tell on you. I've two sides to a story, your side alone won't do. It's time to talk a lot, put some blame on you. You won't sit here and listen to how I'm around, when you know I'm not the only one that's painting out this town. But it's all true. But it seems you've forgotten all the things you used to do. Sweetheart, I still remember all the game you used to play. So I think it's time to cool you off to all I gotta say. I've two sides to a story, your side alone won't do. It's time to talk a lot, put something on you. And I won't sit here and listen to how I'm around, when you know I'm not the only one painting out this town. Hey, you've been a little foolish with what you tried to do. I won't take all the blame when it belongs to you. I've done a lot of talking and I don't think it's a smart. I'm I'm going to tell you a story, even if it breaks your heart. Out to side to a story, your side alone won't do. Every time I talk a lot, but some blame on you. I don't sit here and listen to how I'm gonna run, when you know I'm not the only one that's painting out this town. And you know I'm not the only one that's painting out this town.
Yeah, looks like the old clock on the wall's caught up with us again. And it's time to say goodbye to a great group of people here. First of all, though, we do want to remind you to patronize the Roma Cafe and Spaghetti Factory and Caledine Music Place, a good place for musical instruments and accessories. This has been one of the greater groups I think that we've had, or as good a group. Well, let's it's a great group. Yeah, get myself in trouble. You're on it. Okay, and want to thank our crew, and want to thank you guys, especially coming all the way down from Detroit to do this show for us. And with that, finish us up. Well, it looks like the old clock on the wall's caught up with us, and it's time to pack up our gear and get out of here and let another fine program come on. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate the cards and letters and emails and telephone calls, whatever. We really appreciate those, folks. It makes this all worthwhile. And we want to thank our people behind the scenes, our whole crew. There's a bunch of them, so I can't name all of them. Until next time, this is DJ Davenport wishing you and yours the very, very best. And take care of one another. You couldn't take care of nicer people.